Good morning, Ozzy. Ozzy. Good morning. Good morning to one, to all, to 7 to 10, to all who might attend. Good morning. Good morning. The gym is open. The gym is open. Start doing your stretches. First thing we want to do is stretch a little. First thing we want to do is just stretch a little. Give everybody a hug. Good morning. Stretch hug. Stretching our kindness, stretching our goodness. Good morning, bud. We're stretching. First few minutes of the workout, you always kind of want to stretch a little bit. Get some oxygen into your situation. Dance a little if you want to. You can sing. You could just listen along with this peaceful music. And Pops, you could be quiet. Good morning. Making donuts nerdy. If they're real donuts, like a regular old donut, I used to do those deep fried donuts. Gosh, those are so good. So bad for me, but so good. Deep fried. Good morning, exception. Good morning, Cleanie. Look at this place. You guys are filling up the room already. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Now, before I get too far into today, I just want to remind ourselves how easy it is to fall into cultural unkindness. What the heck are you talking about, Pops? Good morning. Cultural unkindness. We've almost been... Does anybody agree with Pops when he says we've almost been programmed to be unkind and rude? Does anybody think that that's a true statement? We're probably not programmed to be as kind as we are programmed to be unkind. Rude, even. And yet, Paige, we really don't recognize it sometimes unless it's really put in our face in an extraordinary way. Nerdy. Sometimes you have to see it differently to see it. Pops, what are you talking about? I'm talking about something that's going to be funny, but there's also some rudeness in it, sincere unkindness, but it's reflective. When I first saw this little video I'm going to show you guys, when I first saw it, I thought, this is terrible. This is terrible. I'm turning it off. But I kept listening to the words. It's written incredibly well. Because a lot of these things, well, you guys will figure it out for yourselves. Okay? Thank you, Pacers. I bet you think that's one of those orange Indiana colors. Here we go. Wait.
Hey, you look like you love commitment.
Oh boy, hey, what you got under that shirt, sweetie? Bet it's a good heart. Bet those arms could put together my IKEA furniture. Come talk to me, sweetie. You want a family?
Hey, baby. Hey, baby, I bet you'd let me choose what to do with my own body.
Oh, your ass would look so good on my couch. Do you watch reality TV? How are you at foot rubs?
I bet you can handle a girl with all kinds of emotions.
Hey, baby, you hear me? You hear me? Yeah, 'cause you're a good listener. Boy, I bet your bathroom is so clean.
So good.
Oh, you look so emotionally stable.
Those arms look like they can carry some babies.
You look like a real mess. Let me fix you.
Damn, baby, I bet you have a job with health insurance.
I bet you would treat me with respect.
Man, we're so creepy.
Ooh, darling.
Aren't you feeling a little creepy, dudes?
Hey, nice shoes. Want a spoon?
You should.
You talk to your mama with that mouth? Or at all? A good relationship with your mother is important to me.
Weird match the carpet.
Sure.
Damn, you're cute. Hey, you want to go back to my place? We can eat pizza. We can hold each other all night.
You look like you love commitment.
Oh boy, hey,
Oh.
what you got under that shirt, sweetie? Bet it's a good heart.
Bet those arms can put together my IKEA furniture. Come talk to me, sweetie. You want a family?
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. I
Hey,
bet
babe.
you let me choose what to do with my own body.
Oh, your ass would look so good on my couch. Do you like your outing, Jimmy? How are you at foot rubs?
I bet you can handle a girl with all kinds of emotions.
Hey, baby. You hear me?
Bet you
hear
can.
me? Yeah, because you're a good listener.
Boy. I bet your bathroom is so clean.
So clean.
You look so emotionally stable.
Those arms look like they can carry some babies. You look like a real mess. Let me fix you.
Yeah, let me fix
Baby, I
you.
bet you have a job with health insurance.
I bet you would treat me with respect.
Is that full drill? Ooh, darling. You look monogamous.
Hey, nice shoes. Want a spoon? Ooh, you talk to your mama with that mouth? Or at all? Because a good relationship with your mother is important to me.
Does the beard match the carpet? Damn, you're cute. Hey, you want to go back to my place? We can eat pizza. We can hold each other all night.
Hey, you look like you love commitment.
Okay. What's wrong with us? What the heck? I bet your bathroom is so clean. That is so well written. I can't. Oh, stop it. That is so well written. And it's so wrong. Everything about it is wrong. Okay? Nipper was so wrong. Wrong. Hilarious. Okay? So that's our morning giggle. We had to giggle to get a giggle gig. That's the gig right there. Oh, so wrong. Wrong is as wrong does. I bet you're emotionally stable. Okay. Give me 5 people that have thought that was funny, and even though it's rude as hell, it's mean. But look at it, man. Look at ourselves. Okay? Just look at ourselves. A little bit, once in a while, we're out of control. Okay? Those arms put together IKEA furniture. Oh, Niffer. Okay. We're moving on to other things this morning. Okay. Oh, eggs, not the mirror. Yes, the mirror. The mirror with humor. The humorous mirror. Good morning. Okay. Woz is here. I finally did it, Woz. I did it. I took Woz's presents out of the simmer pile Sunday, actually, because I didn't see Woz here yesterday. And let me just say, Woz is such a neat man. He's such a good guy. Honestly, everyone knows I love Woz. And he's one of those kind of gifts givers guys, I guess, that pay attention. The guy paid attention. He's one of those guys that like, hey, I think I'm going to get him something he'll actually like. Am I right, Greenie? I think I'll get him something he likes. But before I do, Niffy, right? But everyone that met him thinks he's the coolest dude. But before I'll let Pops open his package, this is what Woz was thinking. He spent all his time putting together this gorgeous little package of things for me. But then he said, I could hear it now. The green curtain in the background. I could hear him now. He's going, I'm going to scare the poop out of Pops. Yeah, those were his exact words. I could hear it now. I'm going to scare the poop out of Pops. Which he did, by the way. Anybody want to see how? Which he did. I'm gonna scare the poop out of Pops. Does anyone was? He scared the poop out of Pops. How come everybody wants to see it, Neff? This is creepy. Paige, you guys really want to see it? Think about it. Wait a minute. I haven't had one person say no, Pops. I'd really rather not see that. Oh, Waz scared the poop out of Pops. He really did. I'll tell you how. Okay. Okay, you got Brock too. Oh, I know. He came in the house to tell me all about it. It's like, you can't believe it. Okay. I know we're off in our own universes. You guys ready to see me get scare the poop out of Pops? Well, when you receive this, you're like, man, I'm gonna love this. The candle and mug warmer. And I cannot wait to open this guy up. Okay? This is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to open it up. So I open it. Let me open it with you guys. Okay? Let me see. Let me get a little more height here. Okay. So I open it up. I'm like, huh. Well, this ought to be interesting. I don't see a mug or anything like that. Huh. This is going to be interesting. So then there's this piece of paper in here. I have to pick up this piece of paper, right? I have to take it out. What the heck? I've seen those before. I used them before, but it got me. And it was well wound up. It flew out of the box. He had it wound tight, as they say. Okay? He had it wound tight. Let's do it again. Let's see if we can. It flew out of the box. I'm like, what the? Yeah, he flew out of the box. I'm going to keep winding. Okay, here we go. Ava loves these. What kid wouldn't? Was. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, there's even a corner turned up on it, so it's easy to grab the. Okay, here we go. We didn't get as much flight height as the last time, as when I originally opened it. He packaged it perfectly. Perfect package to scare the poop out of Pops. And it worked. I jumped back from the box. Jumped back. And I was like, what climbed into the box? And then I looked closer. And I was like, you got me. Good morning to, there's somebody's getting chocolate donuts. Good morning. Waz, you got me good, brother. I laughed and thought it was hilarious. Excuse me. And then in the bottom of the box, wait for it. Bayul, it's here. Bayul is here. Okay. This is adorable. This is absolutely adorable. Are these actually... They look like they're made out of... They're hard as rocks. It's supposed to be. It's an ornament, you goofball pops. No wonder. I'm looking at it going, I can't eat this. It's an ornament. Duh. Okay. That's a perfect ornament. I'm sitting here thinking, how am I? What? I can't eat this. Rock hard wieners, Marky. This is really cute, Oz. It's super cute. Honestly, when I opened the box and I hadn't taken it out, I'm looking down there going, miniature hot dogs. This should be fun. This is great. He did more than just miniature hot dogs. Okay? He did more than miniature. Pops, he knows his Popsy. Like I said, he and his wife went shopping. Tell me if you guys, because you guys kind of know me now, you guys know what my second hobby is. Tell me if you think Woz was paying attention. Miniature trees. By the way, the best brand they make for the miniature trees. Miniature trees. How about that? Miniature rocks. Pops, I got you rocks for Christmas. And I'm like, yes! Rocks for Christmas, for doing landscaping. Somebody's paying attention. Wait, I'm not done. More miniature trees. It's going to be a great addition. Rocks and trees. Pops, why do you like rocks and trees? I don't know. I love rocks and trees. And I model them. By the way, was perfect scale. You were paying attention. Perfect scale. And then let's do one more thing, just in case Pops is losing skills, or he needs just a little assist in the model laboratory. I have an assistant now. Woz sent us an assistant. A helping hands. This actually can be incredibly useful when you do the small paintings that I've been doing. I've been holding it with a tweezer and painting with the other hand. Wozzy, thank you, my good pal. It's Christmas still. It's still Christmas over here. Ho, ho, ho. Thank you again, Woz, from the bottom of my heart. And thank you for letting that whole package sit in my simmer pile, so I could just enjoy it at a later date like we just did. So I love you, Woz. Thank you. Can't wait to visit you soon. I'm gonna plan a visit. I have to go up and see him and his beautiful wife. He's got an absolutely gorgeous wife. Okay, let's do this. Let's get a couple of these done. I'm gonna pay attention. You have to answer 3 correctly to move forward. The first 3 people that I see that answer 3 correctly are going to move forward to the spin to win round. First 3 are going to move forward to the spin to win round, so we can give away some tincture and supplementals. Okay? First, this is true, false. Keep all of your answers until the 3rd answer. And then on one line, just put TF, whatever you think the answers were. Okay? I'll only take it after the 3rd question. 3 answers, 3 letters on one line. First 3 to get it correct. Move forward to the spin to win round. Ready? This is what we call true, false. This is what we call true, false. First, bats are the only Bats are the only mammals capable of sustained flight. True or false? Secondly, dolphins are mammals. True or false? Third, owls are known for their exceptional sense of taste. True or false? Go. Give me your answers. Okay. That was an easy set. Most of you guys are doing really good. A lot of good answers there. A lot of really good answers. A lot of you have it correct, but the first three on my screen to get it correct. First of all, the answers were, bats are the only mammals capable of sustained flight. That's true. There are other mammals as well who can take flight, but only bats are the ones which can sustain their flight. Number two, dolphins are mammals. That's true. Dolphins are mammals, not fish. They breathe air, give birth to live young, and nurse their offspring with milk. Dolphins are cool. Thirdly, owls are known for their exceptional sense of taste. Wah, wah, wah. Wait, where is it? False. Owls have an excellent sense of hearing and vision, but they do not have a strong sense of taste. Answers were true, true, false. The first three on my screen to get it correct were Jonathan K. all day, Cleany, Clean Grow, I'm glad you're feeling better, Cleany, and Anthony the Big Man T. Anthony. So here we go. You're going to be JK. You're number one. Cleany. You're number two. Anthony T. You're number three. Boom. Anthony T. Anthony T all day. All day in every way. We're going to be sending Anthony a package. Okay, Anthony, I have your address, so you're good. I'll be getting off a tincture. Well, it looks like this. Looks like this. It's going to be a tincture with a few little buttons in there. Okay, off to Anthony T. that goes. Who wants to play that again? Who wants to play that again? You bet. Who wants to do that again? We should do that again, don't you think? Especially because, you know what, today I have to admit, I was going to make tincture live here, do the double extraction start. I didn't get all the gear together. I was over at the grow house to start my morning. And so by the time I got back over here, and I was worried about icy roads, so I had to drive slow, I didn't get everything put together. So tomorrow morning, I'll try to have it all staged so we can work on it. I'm not trying to cliffhang you or lead you on, but I just didn't get prepared with all of the materials to put it in front of the camera this morning. So we'll do that tomorrow, okay? And especially for those that were maybe even tuned in just to see that today, I apologize. But I'll get all the gear together late tonight so it's set and I don't have to worry about hurrying tomorrow morning. Wow, what a good idea, Pops. Okay. How about this one? How about this one? Let's do another true false. Let's do another true false. We're going to do three more. I'm going to ask three more questions. Okay, I don't think any of these have been that difficult. Okay? Yeah. Actually, I was working. I started early this morning. I had to go check out the whole situation. So here we go. Okay? Here we go. I don't think any of these are that difficult. I meant to get. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that. Hold on. One second. Those were too easy. Okay, here we go. A new set. Okay, we're going to give you a new set of questions. Ready? Here we go. The wavelength. Okay, scientists, get ready. The wavelength. And you can't, well, we won't know what Kim answered, so you can't copy Kim's paper. Okay? The wavelength of red light is shorter than that of the blue light. Which is it? Don't answer yet. Don't answer yet. We'll put it all on one line. Human skin cells divide only once. True or false? And water is the most common element on Earth. True or false? Go. Okay, I have the first three on my screen that it got it correct. The answer, uh-oh. The answer's well, I have the answer, but I don't have the explanation. The answers were false, false, false. False, false, false. I apologize. The explanation was there, and then it's gone, and now I have to go restart everything to get it. But the answers were false, false, false. Okay? So it was all fake, nerdy. Everything was all fake. The first three on my screen, to correctly get it false, to truly get it false, were tin can. Tin can, you've got the number one. Okay? Classic Blaster. Classic. You're number two. And then Sarah Bear. Sarah Bear was way up there. Sarah Bear, number three. So it's a number one. That's a tin can. That's a tin can, false tin can that told the truth. I'm confused, but somehow it worked. Tin can, I need your address. Okay? Send me your address at the Detroit Mush Lab. But don't sing it like that. Just type it. Your address at the Detroit Mush Lab, please. And we will send you a tincture. This is the glycerin tincture, the sweeter one, non-alcoholic, and some supplementary supplementals. So tin can, do me a favor and send me that. Okay, you know what? I feel bad because I should be able to explain the question, and that program, once I answered it, it's swiped past. So let's do some more true false tomorrow. Give me 5 people that agree that we'll do some more true false tomorrow, and I'll find a program that doesn't erase the second I ask the question. Okay? Who wants to play more true false? It's a way to learn. We just learned 6 guaranteed facts, right? Nothing wrong with that. Then we'll do it. Tomorrow we'll do some more true false. Instead of rando facto this week, we're true false in this week. Tricycle Day today. Newsletter came out again. I've read through the whole newsletter, and there's 2 really interesting things I want to share with you from that for today's mycology situation. And then tomorrow we'll be doing our tinctures again. And I want to teach you a couple of things about tinctures that I guarantee you didn't know. Well, I can't say I guarantee, but few people knew. Few people know. So we're going to fill our brains. Today, let's look at this one. I'm fascinated by, again, we've been looking at the different states that are creating panels and research groups to study the therapeutic benefits of psychedelics, and even very specifically psilocybin. And so I keep my eye on that, as well as I work with a laboratory out of Canada. So I keep apprised of things going on there. So this is a niche for me, as some of you guys are aware. It's just something I love to keep track of. You know, plus we can't be farming 100% of the time. We have to spend 10% of our time developing and learning and knowing more about what's going on. There's a psychedelic journal, just like there's an American medical journal. There's the psychedelic journal. Okay, it's called the American Journal of Psychiatry. It's a very well-established journal that's released on a regular basis, and it has articles in it that are generally either peer-reviewed or accepted in the community. And it's a way of keeping psychiatrists up to date as to what's happening in their field of study and practice. So it's called the American Journal of Psychiatry. As the body of research grows around the potential promise of psychedelic medicines in psychiatry, many questions and challenges remain. The January issue of the American Journal of Psychiatry features a series of articles, including new research, reviews, and commentaries on the use of these treatments. This month's journal is almost exclusively dedicated towards articles and studies of this nature. Who likes that idea? And this is the journal every psychiatrist gets at their office once a month, or I'm not exactly sure what the circulation is, but this is what that they get to keep them informed as to what's happening in their therapeutic community. This issue addresses many of the ongoing challenges and looming questions in the field of psychiatric psychedelic research and treatment. This issue includes relevant pharmacology and effects on neural circuits, evidence of clinical efficacy, methodological challenges and limitations, contextual factors pertaining to public health. The different articles that are in here, I'll just read a couple of the titles of some of the articles that are in here. I have to get my hand on this journal. I need to read these articles. One article, Psychedelics for the Treatment of Psychiatric Disorders. methodologic considerations and guidance for future research. That's one. How about this article? Single dose psilocybin for depression with severe treatment resistance. A non-randomized controlled trial. They explain all the research on that and the results of that. How about this one? Benefits and challenges of ultra-fast, short-acting psychedelics in the treatment of depression. That might have to do with that whole 10-minute IV drip guy. It's ultra-fast. Does it work? There's an article in here about it. How about this one? The onus to characterize the potential harms of psychedelic treatment. It's warning the psychiatrists in the field, don't automatically think that this is negative. And we're going to give you a whole bunch of reasons why. Isn't it important as a researcher, as a scientist, as a doctor, as a therapist, to stay open-minded? Understand that there's always going to be new stuff to learn? I think so. So psychiatry, I get my mushroom flex on when I see us learning, and I see the people, the lab guys and the therapists and the people that are very, very serious about what they do. They're not learning this so they can make money. They're learning this so they can understand the efficacy, so they can help people. That's exactly right, Kimberly. Let's read one more little quick thing. How about this? I'm not going to be political here. No politics. Maybe I'm a little jealous. But I don't get jealous anymore. I don't want to be jealous. Maybe I wonder how it happens. Joe Rogan has what? One of the biggest podcasts in the whole world. And I'm not going to talk about, he stays relatively neutral. I appreciate that about him. And I don't know him and I don't watch enough of it to really have an opinion on his overall content. So there's no, I'm not talking in politics here at all. Zero. Neutral. We don't politic. Why am I mentioning him? Because his reach is so big. His reach is so big. The platform that he uses, it's huge. It was almost back in the day, if you guys remember Oprah Winfrey. I don't know if some of you kids don't remember Oprah Winfrey. If Oprah would tell you to what, one of the books was on her Book of the Month Club. Some author wrote a book and it gets on Oprah's Book of the Month Club, you're a millionaire. That's it. You're a millionaire. You're set for life. You'll sell books forever. All Oprah had to do is nod at one of your books. Who remembers that? I was about to send Oprah one of my books. She actually doesn't take them directly. She reads a book. If she liked it, she'll... But boy, if you got Oprah's cosign on a book, boop, you were rocket shipping. It's kind of the same thing in a new age right now. You in a cap and you reach under your seats. Okay, now check under your chair, right? No, Ellen was more under the seat, I think. Oprah just drove the cars right into the studio. Big old red bows on them. Okay? Oh, Ross, I'm not even disagreeing. I'm just mentioning the influence. Okay? You don't know what I'm talking about? These people have such massive influence. Joe Rogan, like him, hate him, neutral about him. a lot of influence. So if he puts something on one of his programs, okay, there you go, Kim, you're excited. That's like the chefs, they want a chef to like them. Kim's out there, I'd want the astrophysicist that won the Nobel Peace Prize to endorse me. Okay? It's influence. They peddle influence. But I'm not talking politics. It's just a reality. And in some cases, it seems we might be able to take advantage of that. Not advantage in a mean way, but use that. Use that influence for positive. Okay? Last week on Joe Rogan's podcast, something crazy happened. Okay? I want to be an influencer, you guys. I really do. I do. I'm admitting it. About 2 years ago, influencer. Now I'm like, influencer, hell yeah. Let's get one that's influencing kindness. I'll be Mr. Kindness influencer. I want to be an influencer. I want to count. I want to show up on a news store somewhere and they put at the bottom of it, kindness influencer. Okay? I do. I dream about a Netflix program, and I swear it used to be, if this was 10 years ago, it'd be all about me. Now, if we're on a Netflix program, I'd say, how can we make everybody really popular? How can we make everybody watch this so they get how cool it is to be kind? Okay? I want to be an influencer. Joe, can I co-host one of your shows? Snatch a subscriber or two? And I promise, I mean it. I mean it to the bottom of my heart. It's not ego. It's not. My ego's so, it's in such a happy place right now. I mean, how could it not be? Look at what the gifts my friends send me. Out of the blue. Boop. I don't know. Joe didn't get miniature trees today. I don't think Joe opened a package of miniature trees. You wouldn't even know what to send Joe. Okay? You don't know Joe well enough. Okay? What's Joe need? Okay? Nerdy, we could be monetizing here. We could. But no, I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. All right? Joe Rogan. Last week's podcast, something crazy happened. No, not another riveting debate about whether we live in a simulation or the protein content of elk meat. No, that isn't what they were talking about. Money will completely ruin it, Cleanie. I know myself. I have a friend, he keeps pops. You gotta do this, you gotta do. I go, bro, you don't get it. I'm perfect, just the way it's working. And he's like, I've never met anybody that won't take money out of this situation like you won't. And I go, and look how good we're doing. Look how good we're doing. It didn't take your money to make this thing grow. And when you can say that with impeccability, I get to just be myself then. Joe Rogan, what happened last week? He didn't have a debate. He had Rick Perry, Governor Rick Perry. Anybody? Kim knows who that is. Some of you Texans out there know who Rick Perry is. This freaked me out when I read this article. I'll tell you why. I always thought of Rick Perry as sort of like a super conservative. I'm not being political, but just my impression. You know, gun-toting, super. I didn't know about this. You guys listen to this one? Look at all you guys you guys watch Joe. Okay. You guys watch Joe. I didn't know this. Rick Perry Texas' longest-serving governor and Trump's energy secretary spent over 2 hours evangelizing about his favorite psychedelic. Alongside policy expert Brian Hubbard, Perry laid out an ambitious vision for making ibogaine therapy available to Americans, starting with his home state of Texas. Wow. 2 hours. Because we know what you're thinking, 2 hours. Nobody has time for that. Well, we listened, so you don't have to. And here's what caught our attention about the conversation. So he put, is that right, Kim? So the article, a few of the things pulled out of the conversation. Sounds like a lot of you have heard this one, and I apologize if I'm repeating, but there's probably a lot of us here right now and that will watch us later today. We get over 1,000 watches a day. So, and they'll be here later. Let me just read to you what this article says. And you Joe Pros, thanks for hanging in. This is some of the takeaways from the conversation. The science. A recent Stanford study found ibogaine regenerates brain tissues in veterans with PTSD and reverses brain aging by up to 5 years. We got to look more into ibogaine. Potential. Beyond resetting opioid dependency in 48 hours, it's also showing promise for MS, Parkinson's, and chronic pain. Resetting opioid dependency. No wonder, and this guy is like the top of the food chain in Texas, and he's advocating for this. He goes, my state needs this. I'm going to spend 2 hours on Joe talking about this. The plan. Texas would commit $50 million to fund clinical trials. But drug investors or developers must match the investment and share future profits with the state. We're going to put up $50 million. You guys want to make money at this and you guys want to be involved in the process? You put up your $50 million and we'll go into this in a partnership. You'll make some money and the state gets some money to help its mental health crises. The oversight. Unlike previous government-funded drug developments, taxpayers would maintain stake in any patents. The taxpayers of Texas own the patents. Man, this is sounding like the right direction. The timing. Trump's likely health appointees, JFK Jr. and Dr. Oz, are already well-known plant medicine-friendly advocates. They're ready. So even if policy talk puts you to sleep, Perry's 180 is still fascinating. By his own account, he went from, don't even talk to me about these drugs, to wanting to be the Johnny Appleseed of ibogaine. Now he's staking his reputation on getting this medicine approved. And it's not just Texas. Ohio, Washington, Arizona, New Mexico, and Missouri are all exploring similar initiatives. As Hubbard told Rogan's millions of listeners, any system that maintains ibogaine's criminality is criminal itself. I think I'm going to like this guy, Rick Perry. I'm not being political. We have to celebrate the idea that people are moving forward with these incredible ideas to change our mental health care system and to bring in natural solutions and natural remedies. So it's fantastic. Rick Perry for president. We're not being political. But that's good stuff. I'm sure if they're on that road for the Ibogaine, they're well on their way. You slip psilocybin right into the same programs. Boop, you're done. Okay? So isn't that wonderful? Kara, I have completely different thoughts about ketamine. But again, we could have a conversation on that here one day. Okay? I have completely different thoughts. I think it's an overused, oversold, under-researched, and a lot of people are looking to it for some kind of a miracle cure. And there are no miracle cures. Even psilocybin, it's not a miracle cure. It's a supplement. And if we live our lives healthy, and we live our lives in a way that, first of all, we clear out all our crap in our brain, and we reprogram it through 4 basic agreements. And then we just take these healthy, once in a while, of supplement that keep things flowing, keeps you creative, and keeps you on top, and keeps you empathetic. That's where it comes from. But to, like, be addicted to ketamine to the point where they're IVing you and you end up being found dead in a pool? No, that's just not okay. And then people were making money. People are like, oh, the moron will pay any amount of money for it. And he would, because he's got addicted. And this is what happens. So we don't want to see people addicted to psilocybins. It's a supplement. It's a therapeutic release for occasions, for treatments. I guess I did answer. Anywhere where they're just profiteering off of things, you gotta watch out. It's gonna get overused and it's gonna get abused, and there they go. And we're here right now. Well, thank you, Kara. We're here right now, honestly, to be the grassroots of like, this is a balanced, appropriate approach. We're not tripper hippers. No, you can trip once in a while and break out. See a grandmother in the rocks. That's okay. You needed that. But you didn't need somebody selling you something that you stuck in your arm. And then you had to go back and knock on their door again. Next week, I need more. And I'll pay any amount of money you have for it. No. Matter of fact, you don't have to pay anything. You can grow your own here. You don't have to pay a dime. We glorify saints, but they live in remote lands. We worship the angels, but their feet do not touch the ground. We celebrate superheroes, but they're not real. To be truly human in this world, it takes courage. It takes courage to be who you truly are. In a world that is always trying to get you to be someone you're not. This world tries to get us to be something we're not. It takes courage to be who you really are. It's an internal job. It takes courage to speak up in a world that just wants us to all get along. I want to get along, but I'm not going to bullshit you, and I'm not going to say it's okay when you're up to no good. My voice has an impeccability to it. It doesn't yell, doesn't tell you you're wrong. This explains. Let's reevaluate the way you're looking at that. If you can't feel it, you can't receive it from me, I move on. There may be someone else that can drop a Johnny Appleseed on you. I'm busy. I'm busy out there. I got other people to help. My voice won't help everybody. Never would. You want it to, but that's your ego. Your voice helps the people that hear it. Takes courage to be in this life fully. To be fully in this life. With all its messes. You have to be fully in those. With all its ups and downs. You have to be fully in those. You have to be in the light. You have to be in the dark. You have to taste sweetness. You have to taste sour. It's never going to all be sweetness. It's never going to all be sour either. Perhaps this is why so many of us turn away from what's called the truth. It's easier to stay skeptical. Be jaded. Live in your mind. It's easier. It's easier to sit on the couch. It's easier to experience anxiety. It's easier to give in to a post-traumatic situation instead of growth from it. It's easier. It really is. It takes courage to face these things. It takes courage to say it's not sweetness right now, it's sour. It's also courage to say it won't always be sour. I can see the end of this one. You know how come I can see the end of this one? Because I've seen the end of everyone. I don't stay in my presence anymore. It's easier to hide behind sarcasm. Erect walls of defensiveness. Know anybody like that? It's easier to play small and protect ourselves from living fully out loud with all its risks. I live fully out loud, don't I? It's easier to not do this. Not to get up every morning and get your show together, comb your hair. A lot of you are laying in your bed, watching. You didn't get up and comb your hair, sit down, get your book out, do a little stretching. It's easier to just be told than to do. We want to live out loud. We don't want to hide in small spaces. If you want magic, the truth is the key. If you want magic, you start with truth. Isn't that weird? I watch magic on TV and they're all faking me out. That's not truth. Well, that's not magic. That's prestidigitation, sleight of hand, illusions, fake. They're lying. Magic, real magic, is the truth. See how we get it backwards? From the day we were born, we were taught it backwards. I wonder why we get mixed up. If you want magic, truth is the key. Truth sets magic free. I want a magical life. I can't have a magical life if I'm a liar. Because then I'm living some lie. It's not the truth. Happiness is simple, but it isn't always easy. To be happy, you have to acknowledge the truth. Uncomfortable sometimes. After I've acknowledged it, man, do I feel free. After I finally told myself the truth about it, myself or a situation, I've lifted the mask that I know was there. I put it there. When I lift the mask, I feel free. I'm available to face the consequences. I'm available. And the more impeccable I live a life, the sweeter the consequences are. Consequences aren't always bad. Look around me. I have Christmas presents flowing everywhere. Just tell the truth. Tell the truth. Speak the truth. Live the truth. If all you did today was to fully tell the truth, your whole life would transform. It's all you do. The only difference you make today, being impeccable. Fully tell the truth to those around you and to yourself. You will transform your life. It takes away anxiety, takes away depression, takes away procrastination. If you told yourself the truth, then you do it. It's the truth. I'm going to do it. If I told myself something and I didn't do it, that was a lie. That's procrastination. That drags down my self-image. Makes me not trust myself. Now I'm not trusting you. If I tell myself I'm going to do something, boop, I do it. If I'm not sure, I don't tell it. I do it a maybe. I give it a maybe. I might get to this. That's more truthful than I'll get to it and then blow it off. Wake up tomorrow, it's still sitting there. And your first thought of the day is, I'm a liar. Welcome to a life not going to be well lived. Simple little things, and they add up, and they add up, and they add up. And we start lying to ourselves. And then when we don't feel it, and then we get mentally, and then it just becomes heavy, and it becomes depressive, and it becomes lonesome, and then I don't want to face anybody, and then all because you couldn't tell the truth. Just one truth. And just don't tell it if it's not going to happen. I've gotten used to being okay with maybe. I think I'm going to get to that. If I don't, I didn't lie to myself. If I don't, I just move it to my next page. I hit it again. If I say I'm going to do something, by golly, by gum, I got to do it. And other ways, I have to keep the truth. I'm going to read one final thing. We can go here. This is so beautiful. You guys know Pops loves trees. Duh. Waz sure knows. I love trees. I really do. I model trees. I make little layouts to put parks. There's a park or a pond on every one of my deals. I love trees. And I love when we can metaphorically use nature to explain things. Seems like the Buddhists do that really well. You know what I mean? The old Confucius guys, see, they didn't have TVs, they didn't have cell phones, they didn't have other distractions. I think they found a lot of time to check out nature and compare themselves to it. And the things that in nature were working, why can't we incorporate those in our lives? To rest like a tree. This comes from Buddha's little instruction book. Praise and blame, gain and loss, pleasure and sorrow come and go like the wind. Let me say that again. Some of us just like, oh, I don't get enough pleasure. Some of us is, I get too much pain. All of it comes and goes like the wind. Pleasure and sorrow, gain and loss, praise and blame, all of those Go like the wind. To be happy, Buddha's book tells us, rest like a great tree in the midst of them all. Listen, the author writes this. I'm going to read directly. It helps to remember this. Of course, it's hard to remember this when you're feeling blame or loss or sorrow. But that's when we need wisdom the most. Like everyone, I'd rather not. Like everyone, I'd rather not experience the undercurrents of life. But the challenge is not to shun them, but to accept that over a lifetime, we're going to have our share of them. Avoiding the difficult aspects of living only stunts our fullness. When we do this, we are like a tree that never fully opens to the sky. And dwelling on our difficulties only prevents them from going on their way. Dwell on our difficulties keeps them from going on their way. Takes courage not to dwell on them. When we do this, we're like a great tree that nets the storms in its leaves. It's a big old tree and it just holds on to the storm. Trees don't do that. The storm by its nature wants to move on, and the tree's grace is that it has no hands. Our blessing and curse is to learn and relearn when to reach and hold and when to put our hands in our pockets. Be a tree. Jesus Christ, that's great. I love the trees. Go have a good day, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Same much time, same much channel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for keeping this thing alive. Thanks for helping this thing grow. And just remember that we're the grassroots of kindness. And if we pay attention, we can gather a lot of things to us and be a leader in this whole situation. Let's do that. Let's be leaders. Impeccable leaders. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 4 things, though. Be impeccable. Don't take things personally. Don't have expectations. That takes good communication. And do your best. Whatever that is today. Live truthfully today. Mr. Phillips and Joe Dees. And Danny Singleton and Herbs. There it is, Anthony, the old family tree. Good one. Shy, I love you, man. 4-Leaf, you too. Calico, thank you. Jesus Christ. Oh, you're a creepy guy. I love you. Marky Z and Classic. And Pacers and Derek Anderson and Sue Littlemeyer. Sue. And Trenty and Sarah Bear and CCS. Hi, CCS. Love you, my man. Funny Zenverse. And Cleany and Arthur G. And Anthony T. And Sarah Bear and Sarah. Sarah, you're freaking me out. Haig, Snap, my good man. International Kindness Association. Proud Texan today. You should be, Doc. You guys got it going on down there. Mr. Phillips. Badger, hug a tree, but then hug me. Justin, you're okay. Vegas, have a great day, doll. Deborah, you're a pearl. Scotty B. Jesus Christ and Arthur G. and Nippy Mama. And Pretty Jolie. And there you go, Doc. And Calico Kid and Kimberly. And Jesus Christ and Cleany and Laura. Have a divine day. Nerdy and Glassic and Nippy and Paige and Bubblegum. Hello, Kelly. Jesus Christ and Herbs and Bud. Glad to see you. Anthony and the Wads and Notorious. Have a great day, Michael. Shanti. Spreading enlightenment. Pops peace. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Live well today.